Welcome back, everybody, to the Houston Texans Madden 21 franchise rebuild as we continue the rookie season of quarterback Shadon Roseman. It's been a very fun start to the year, seeing him already play at a pretty high level, even against some defenses that I thought would give us a lot of problems, and teams that have given us problems in the past. Against the Jaguars and the Browns, he threw 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, and he's doing a pretty good job of keeping the completion percentage reasonable. There were some more throwaways in the previous video because Myles Garrett was pretty much lining up in the backfield with how fast he was getting to Roseman, but I think once we face some easier defenses, we can start to see the big plays add up a little bit more, and I'm excited to see what we can do with Shadon Roseman. I'm also excited to see what happens with fullback Russ Watson, who's become a fan favorite here, it seems, after I traded up for him because I thought he'd be a great tight end for us. Turned out he couldn't block, wasn't the player I was looking for, and then he suddenly plays fullback and plays it really well, so now we're just going to run with it and see how much better he can get at the position. And I have edited the playbook for today. I took a couple passes out of the first down playbook game plan, and I did add in a couple spots throughout the playbook where Watson could see a few more opportunities. Today we welcome back Jabari Carr as the defense gets back to full strength. We have not played with him at all this season, and we've done really well. So how's this defense going to play with Justin Johnson this year and now Jabari Carr inside? It's not going to be fair. He returns with an upgrade, by the way. Already 91 overall, 26 years old, 89 power, 89 block shed. Why don't we get these into the 90s then? And maybe we'll work on finesse with the next upgrades. 91 power move now for Jabari Carr, coming off a career season where he had 8.5 sacks. Oh, and we're also going to upgrade Justin Johnson while we're at it, who has just an amazing skill set. There are no weaknesses. He's been really good at rushing the passer, and his pass rush moves are decent, not elite, but everything he's done, he seemed to do at an elite level early on this season. 95 overall awareness and power move. Now I'm intrigued with rookie Dante Fry. I'm really hoping the upgrades go well here. He already has the athleticism, the catching ability. It's the coverage part we have to work on, and the press being let low might really hurt his chances of ever being an outside corner unless we get really lucky here with the upgrades. So zone upgrade first, we get zone tackle awareness. Alright, we scouted some positions of potential need already, but I like to know about the very top of the draft class, and 2 out of the top 3 players are overrated. Wendell McManus is actually an early second round talent, but with that top 3, I wouldn't really be worried. I think that he's got a chance to be pretty good anyway. Lance Hudson, block sheds a B, don't know the pass rush move. He is 21, 6'6", 269. If the combine's good, still has a pretty good chance, but looks like Tracy Kellum is the top player here, at least in the top rated players. A power move, A minus tackle, B hit power. A lot of power rushers at the top. And then Tyreek Fowler, a great top 3, 6'5", with all the top 3 skills you look for with that size. He's going to be really intriguing. Late first talent, I think I'd be willing to overdraft somebody with that kind of upside. And then there's cornerback, extremely deep in this class, and I have to know how good it is because Marquise Brown is set to be a free agent, and if we want to let him go, hopefully you can find a replacement, and there should be plenty in this class. The top 3, all solid man-to-man corners. We take on the NFC South this year. This week, it's the 0-3 Atlanta Falcons. We'll dive into the Week 5 matchup against Carolina. Let's see if we can do that with a 3-1 record. No problem. Second straight week holding a team under 10 points. 7 scored by Atlanta, We had 356 yards of offense, including 116 on the ground. We only allowed 253 and forced a couple turnovers. Let's dive into the stats. Roseman, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick. He's only thrown interceptions in the games we have actually simulated. Then Sam Darnold intercepted twice, sacked 6 times. Robert Penn only 3.9, that's his lowest average in a game this season, but Manny Grubbs steps up, 10 for 44, nice job here. We overall had a solid rushing day. Gillislee, 9 for 11, not very efficient, he does find the end zone. And then receiving, George Ingram has done a really good job early on this season. And Amari Jones now, 3 quiet games in a row, like under 20 yards kind of quiet. So that's a really strange start for him. It seems we can never get the expected production out of our receivers in this series. Unless you're talking about Gordon Norwood, who's probably the steadiest player on the offense. For defense, 3 sacks for Jabari Carr, making up for lost time. 3 tackles, they're all sacks. Why waste time in the running game? 1.5 for Allen Beverly. Kurt Reiner must have been sent on a blitz at some point. Welcome back, Jabari Carr. This defense is scary. Tevin Tyson and Khaleke Hudson collect the interceptions. Going to do some rotation here for one of these focus player slots. Roseman is going to stay there all year, maybe Childs as well. But now it's time to give Jaden O'Neal a little extra boost here. I'm really excited to see if we can develop him into a good coverage linebacker. The team could really use it, especially when we're up against those great tight ends. For Marcus Childs, he is really going to be more of a box safety. So I don't think he's ever going to be a starting free safety for us. We can go all in on that run stopping ability and try to get that high as possible. Coverage eventually has to be into the 70s. We'll just go with that here. 75 overall. Awareness, play rec, and zone. I really like Terrence Pearson. I could see him staying on the roster for quite a long time. 75 overall. We go with the physical upgrade for that catch in traffic, release, and short route running, which is pretty much a slot upgrade anyway, which is his best spot. Lynn Cox, does he have the ability to ever play press coverage? Yeah, I'd say so. 76, it could still get better. He could move to the outside at some point. And then there's Fry, who we talked about earlier. His press is pretty low, so ideally he'd become a slot corner. It's very possible we just move on from Marquise Brown, and then Lynn Cox takes over his role, and then Fry steps up. Let's go with the zone upgrade here, up to an 80 overall. Awareness to press and change of direction, valuable upgrade there. And in year 3 of his career. And back again to Shadon Roseman. We'll find out his development probably next episode. Trying to get some of that deep accuracy. It's been all strong arm upgrades to this point. Let's do it again. I haven't gotten the deep accuracy where I want it yet. We keep getting medium, and we get it again. So sometimes you upgrade a player, and it's just like one rating keeps going up and up and up. That's his strength. That's where he's at his best. I'm also curious here as we get closer to the trade deadline. If teams are interested in Jordan Love, I'm interested in offers. He is in the last year of his contract, and he's definitely not a backup of our future. Now, obviously in this series, I've been using boosted XP sliders because that's what gives me what I'm looking for in my franchise. Higher rated players, larger contracts, more likely to have roster turnover as a result, better free agent classes. Here's another result of that. Most of the time when I check out the trade block, it's just like 71 overalls that nobody would want to really trade for. But at a lot of these positions, there's actually a lot of chances to make moves like you'd actually see in the NFL. Some trades that make sense. A guy is just not getting on the field, but if you have a need, somebody could step in and actually produce. And there's players like that at a variety of positions here. Even like young offensive linemen you could start to plug in if you have an issue across your offensive line. So might be something to spend a bit more time on once we're actually sure we can compete. Back to the corners here, and so far everybody is indeed a first round talent. Can't imagine any more are, but this cornerback class looks fantastic. It's a very easy year to try and draft a replacement. Alright, Carolina is on the schedule this week. Both teams enter 3-1. It's a primetime matchup. I don't think we've ever played this team in the series before. Well, we obviously have simmed. I don't think we've actually watched a game against them. So get ready for Brian Burns, DJ Moore, the 26-year-old Mario Harris at 96 overall. This is also what the boosted XP sliders are giving this series. A lot of young players becoming superstars, actually. Christian McCaffrey is hurt. He will not play, a broken tailbone. So, Cole Penn, the rookie from Boise State, a 78 overall, is going to get the spot start. He is a between the tackles running back. Has pretty good acceleration and agility. Only 88 speed. Can catch the football as well. And the quarterback here will be 29-year-old Floyd Sheffield out of Kansas. Playing in his 7th season. He's got a pretty decent arm. Better short accuracy than deep. And a little bit of mobility. So let's take a look at where his career began. 4 years with the Rams. And now getting his very first starting opportunity and playing at a pretty decent level. The completion percentage is low, yards per attempt isn't great, but he's not turning the football over. Derek Brown has developed well. There's Alfonso Gresham, the corner, who's only 25 years old. Another superstar player. So some really good players with long-term upside on this defense. Let's see if we can get to 4-1. Oh, I like the uniform combinations in this one. All red Houston uniforms. And I like the Carolina all blue look as well. So this is your Color Rush matchup. It's my version of Color Rush. 3-1 versus 3-1. Should be a lot of fun to go through this one. Shadon Roseman playing Game 5. Underway at the 25-yard line. 2 receivers to the right, including George Ingram, and a first down run straight ahead with Robert Penn for a gain of 4. So I keep messing around with this playbook. We should be even more likely now to run the ball on first down. I took a lot of the pass plays out. And on 2nd and 6 now, how about a screen for Robert Penn? Picks up a block, makes a man miss, and steps out of bounds at the 39-yard line. Gotta love that play. And I thought there was some really good feedback on like avoiding the throwaways in the comments. And a lot of you were talking about like routes that receivers will stop on as the catch is made by candidate. I agree, like curl flats, stuff like that, where like most of the receivers are just standing still after their routes, or the route ends really quickly, aren't great for avoiding those throwaways. So there's no curl flats on first down, and most of our route concepts should allow Roseman to stay patient. This is 3rd and 3 now. Russ Watson into the football game. And it's going to be his turn to run it inside for the first down. Now, I added that in on 3rd and short, so they'll call 3 to go, a 3rd and short. I always consider it to be 2 or less. I don't know if I really want a lot of those, but it sure worked out there. New set of downs for Shadon Roseman, who gets dropped by Logan at the 42-yard line. A lot of points in that game down below. How about CeeDee Lamb? You better have started him in fantasy. Like a 40-36 game, whatever that was. 2nd down and 21 for the Texans. Roseman on the short drop gets drilled by Derek Brown. Loss of 3. Well, what do you got drawn up here for 3rd down and 25? After 2 straight sacks, Brian Burns will take down Shadon Rosemond. 3 in a row. We can't have that. Good thing Jake Bailey punted that football 72 yards. Carolina takes over at the 20 to begin their day, and we're in the backfield. Justin Johnson. Floyd Sheffield is the quarterback. Cole Penn is the running back. Carolina spreads out the defense on 2nd and long. Blitz from the secondary, and down goes Sheffield. It's Hillhouse at the 15-yard line. So that's the kind of game it's going to be. Could be really similar to last episode. Setting up the screen. We're all over it. It's Kurt Reiner. So, how did both teams have 3 straight plays where they lost yardage? You ever seen 2 3-and-outs to open and every play lost yards? That's pretty unbelievable. Actually, no, we didn't go 3-and-out. We had a first down and the catch by Ingram. But ultimately, the last 6 plays have all been negative. 1st and 10. 2 block Burns. Rosemond complete at the sideline. 3 superstars across the defensive line for Carolina. And that'll force the throw away from Shadon Rosemond. Maybe we're just getting pretty unlucky here with the schedule. The system in the game should keep it from having too many superstar defensive linemen. There is Robert Penn for the first down. He is out to the 44. Jeremiah Bradham 80 yards and the touchdown today in the Patriots' victory. Here's a play fake. Rolling out, firing on the move. Caught by Amari Jones. This play might give him a greater stat line than any of his previous 3 games. I want to see that big season from Amari. Inside now, breaking a tackle. Nice run by Robert Penn. Going back to him on 2nd and 1. Driving through contact. This is more like it. Already 5 runs for Penn and a lot of yardage after contact. He is so good at that. I think that the type of running back you have to look for in this game is power-speed combo. Got out of the way on 1st down and can't get upfield. But Penn has 93 speed, good break tackle, good strength. You have to have kind of complete package running backs. On 2nd and 10, Rosemond should have thrown that to Russ Watson. He can get some yards after contact. 3rd and 10, have to get to the 6 to convert. Norwood out to the slot. 4-man rush. Rosemond on target, and candidate is brought down at the 9. Pretty good defensive football early on, and Carolina will take over now at their own 25. And here's Sheffield. He sees Ferris and dumps it outside. That's a short pickup. Floyd Sheffield making the most of his first starting opportunity. Nice run up the middle. A well-blocked play. Cole Penn close to a first. 3rd and 1. Straight ahead. That's a first down run. Up to the 37. Atlanta struggling meanwhile. They fall into 0-5, getting blown out by the Vikings. There's Justin Johnson. Another negative play forced by the great free agent signing. Floyd Sheffield on 2nd and 12. Underneath, it's caught. And up to the sticks. That could be a first down. Good effort. They'll call it 3rd and inches, taking us to the 2nd quarter. I think we're sending the safeties here. 3rd and short. Play fake. Sheffield gonna keep it himself across the 50. I love it. Just a bootleg on 3rd and inches. He does it himself. Play fake. Sheffield. Oh, he hesitated there. What was that? He saw Beverly but didn't quite know what to do about it. To the outside now. Cole Penn has some space. And the stop is made by David Perkins at the 40. Back to pass on 3rd and 6. Flush to the right. Nice catch for the first down. Sheffield with a couple really nice plays outside the pocket on this drive. And that takes Carolina to the 32. Pretty fun start to this game. They're going with the bunch formation. Around the edge, Beverly. Pass caught, DJ Moore. 8 more yards. Keeping this on the ground and brought down for the loss. There is Lynn Cox. And I'm really waiting for him to get that breakout opportunity. I think he's playing really well. It's not always with interceptions, but he's making tackles out of the slot. He can deflect passes. He's not giving up a lot of huge plays. But another first down here. Carolina getting into good 3rd downs on this drive, and they keep converting. Welcome to the red zone. Panthers want to take the lead. They go offset eye behind Floyd Sheffield. Handoff up the middle, and now Reiner makes the stop. Ooh, Tennessee falls to 0-4. They lose to Indianapolis. Penn to the outside. Nice job there by 59 getting in position. That is Kirk Martin. Nice job getting out there to make the stop. 3rd and 6. Have to get inside the 10 to keep this going. Sheffield now to his left. Oh no, Lynn Cox let him get the first down. He stayed with the receiver. I think he could have broken off the coverage there and made the play. Gotta like the way Sheffield's handling this possession. 1st and goal for Carolina. They go to the pistol and run it right into Justin Johnson, who gets his 3rd tackle in the backfield. Only a 3-man line here for Houston. Sheffield on 3rd and goal has the touchdown, and the Carolina Panthers have taken the lead. That was a very impressive drive. They took their time and just kept executing on 3rd downs. Looks like it could be a really tight game the entire way. There's 25 to Dante Hairston as we get into the simulating now. Sacked by Derek Brown. That's 4 sacks for this Carolina defense. I think the big key is going to avoid turnover with all this pressure. But they go 3 and out on their next possession. We'll start with 8 to Candidate, then 3 to Amari Jones. Was that 2 straight handoffs? 24 to Candidate on the move, Brian Burns. 3rd and 20, we get nothing and punt. Oh my! 80-yard touchdown, DJ Moore. It's 14-3. So now we're going to see Shadon Roseman in a comeback scenario. Big plays and turnovers are really going to swing this game. Houston set to take over now, trailing by 11 in the 2nd quarter. Shadon Roseman trying to get us back in the game. Going with the bunch, Candidate by himself on 1st down. Here's a catch for Amari Jones. Roseman hands off to Robert Penn. He makes a move, gets across the 40, and is slowed down by Jeremy Chin at the 45-yard line. Handoff Robert Penn up the middle. What a hit. The sound that came out of my PS5 controller there. I don't normally hear the tackles that well. Oh no! He floated it over Grubb's head! Oh, I was really hoping we'd see that play today, and it almost was a huge play for us. 3rd and 6 now. Back to the air. Roseman out of bounds on the throw for Penn. Missed opportunity there on the throw to Grubbs. Joe Jackson sacks Floyd Sheffield. And Carolina goes 3 and out quickly. Ball back to the Houston offense with good field position. Handoff going to Robert Penn, and there is nowhere to go. Pretty much the entire defense met him there. Setting up a screen for Penn, somehow got it to him. Nice block by McMullen. Penn breaks a tackle, first down. Nice play, and a really tough one too for the Houston Texans. At the Carolina 46, a little offset pistol look, and Penn stuffed. Roseman back to the air again, has time, floats it, and nearly got picked off. Roseman on 3rd and 11, Brian Burns forces the pass out, and that is thrown away. After a solid punt by Jake Bailey, it's Carolina football at the 6. Haven't done much since the DJ Moore touchdown, but they'll get 7 to start this drive. Almost got there with Johnson, but the tackle is made by Khaleke Hudson. We've had a lot of tackles for loss in this game. 2 for Hudson, 3 for Justin Johnson. And the run-heavy Panthers have to throw on 3rd and 4. And there's a shot downfield. It is caught! In bounds! No way! 46 to DJ Moore. He had to have been out of bounds. I don't think this is a catch. What a throw from Floyd Sheffield. The pump, the shot downfield, one-on-one with Marquise Brown. Let's see if we get a good angle here to see if he was in bounds. Oh, he's clearly out. Come on. Next gen stats. How far out of bounds was he? Yeah, that's not even close. Challenge that. We're winning that all day. Coming back. We're lucky that didn't count. We've struggled on offense. I don't like our chances of a 3-score comeback. Not that he scored on that play, but it would have gotten them a lot closer. So we'll take over now at midfield, and we really have to come away with points here. We have to slow down Brian Burns too, somehow. 1st and 10, starting in the air. Better job against Burns, caught by Jones at the 35-yard line. Robert Bullard with his hands full to begin the season. He's faced Myles Garrett, he's faced Brian Burns, who beats him around the edge, and this is dropped by Ingram. He doesn't drop the ball. We're making a couple uncharacteristic mistakes in this game. 2nd and 10, Burns is there again, outside and caught by Jones. Roseman unfazed that time. Up to the 22-yard line, Amari stepping up for the offense. And now wanting a quick throw. Flag on the play. Probably wiping out a 4-yard catch. Oh, roughing the passer. They will get Stephen Womack. And now Shaq Mason is hurt. So he's out of the game at right guard as we take it inside the 10 after the penalty. Here comes Amari Jones in motion. Pressure handled nicely. To the outside. It's caught for the touchdown. Gordon Norwood and the Texans make it a 1-score game. Great job by the pass protection. Roseman gets the job done. They're going to review it, but it should stand. And we will go for 2. 2 receivers left, 1 right. It's Amari Jones. Looks like they're going to bring some pressure here. No deep safety, it looks like. It's caught, and completing the 8-point play is Gordon Norwood. This has been a really fun game. Carolina now leads by 3. And I like how Sheffield's played in this game from the plays that we've watched. He spins here, gets away from Beverly, and gets taken down at the 34. It is a positive gain. On 3rd and 1, they'll keep it in the air. Sheffield wants to run with it and gets sacked. Beverly first, and then Hillhouse cleans up the play. 4th sack for Houston. Now all we have to do is go take the lead, and we're going empty to start this drive. I added a couple of these. Norwood, he's ahead for a 1st down. I think I added 2 empty backfield plays with 2-star frequency or whatever. So on occasion, we will spread the defense out on first down. But hopefully it's mostly that. Robert Penn. 15 seconds to play in the third quarter. Roseman throws a dart. It's caught by Jermaine Candidate. What could this be? We go I formation on 3rd and 1. Watson will lead, and it's a Robert Penn first down. Up to the 42. Can't have it be a fullback dive every time. Roseman to the air on first down, and he won't have the time to go deep, and that's what he wanted to do. He gets sacked by Derek Brown. Well, we don't want to waste this possession. Can Roseman get us back down the field? He's got time, throws it outside, and it's hauled in by George Ingram. Was very patient on that play. Got the time to do it. Brand new set of downs for the Houston offense. In field goal range as well, want to at least tie the game. Roseman to the sideline, it's caught again by Ingram. And Brian Burns is shaken up on the play, and he is arguably the most valuable player on this defense. He's played like it today. And Burns is going into the locker room. And there's another superstar now taking his place. That wasn't supposed to happen. This defensive line is deep. And here's Roseman wide open. Norwood inside the 15, down to the 10. And now go hurry up before Burns comes back or something. Although I think it's more of a serious injury with him going into the locker room. 2 receivers top of the screen. Roseman got time. Candidate outside. He's brought down at the 1. All right, I have a play in here. I'm excited for us to run eventually. It's a goal line pass. We're not going to do it here. Robert Penn for the touchdown! When he's met, the play's not over there. He at least falls forward, gets a couple. Houston takes the lead. 8 and change to go. What a great game. And a 2-score comeback engineered by Shadon Roseman. But hey, Floyd Sheffield, he's made some plays today. He could get Carolina back in front. 4-point game, 8 and change to go. And Sheffield's going deep. Has DJ Moore separating, but that goes way over his head. Starting to get scared of that deep ball. He's thrown it a couple times, and he's got some arm strength. On 2nd and 10, he wants to take off, and he meets Joe Jackson. It's going to be his 2nd sack of the game. A ton of pass rush here these last couple of episodes. And now 3rd and 10, Floyd Sheffield is brought down again. Cordell Hillhouse. That's already 6 on the season. Next gen stats. Yeah, how long did that one take? Well, it didn't take long because both 67 and 60 didn't want to block him. That's going to put some extra pressure now on the Carolina defense. We'll take over at the 39, and Roseman got drilled again. Roseman facing the blitz, fires outside, and it's broken up. I like the chance taken there with the blitz getting through. Now Panthers want to stop. They'll bring more pressure. Roseman got hit, and the pass is broken up. Intended, I think, for Norwood, or it just ended up there because he wanted to go 50 yards further downfield. Quick stop for Carolina, exactly what they needed. And they'll have it now at the 16. Oh, I checked that previous play log there. That throw for Norwood was actually intended for Amari Jones, wherever he was. 1st and 10 Panthers. Sheffield on the move. There's Kurt Reiner! It's a gain of 1, but very nice play. Good pursuit. Sending extra pressure here. Sheffield underneath, and 48 here. He's done a pretty good job in this game on a lot of these short throws. Farrell, 3 for 21. 4-man rush. Sheffield hit again, but got it complete. And they'll pick up 4 more. So what we saw in his stats and today is that this is really a running team. They just really haven't been able to do that much today. So can their pass game elevate? Caught by DJ Moore on the outside. Marquise Brown has struggled against him. We don't see Marquise Brown struggle very often. Sheffield now at the 39, has time, wants the run, and he meets Jabari Carr. Time is running out. We're inside 4 minutes. 3rd and 8 for Carolina. Here comes the pressure. Underneath, it's caught, and Perkins makes the tackle. 4th down, Carolina. They should go for it here. They're near midfield, and they will keep the offense out there. High formation behind Sheffield. They got to get 2. They'll run for it. Easy 1st down into the secondary, and gone. Touchdown, Cole Penn. Untouched. 53-yard score. How do we let that happen? Completely uncontested. Well, what happens here is we spread out the D-line. We're trying to plug every gap. No one gets to the 2nd level. But if he can get through the line, it's ball game. There's one player there, and he's already going outside. So we have to win a one-on-one block, and no one did. I don't like the play call in this situation. I like to keep the linebackers in position there still. Maybe you go with like a 5-2 look. Not that goal line defense. Well, Roseman, you already completed 1 comeback today. We're going to need another one. It's 21-18, 3 minutes to go, and Roseman finds Amari Jones to start this drive with 9 yards. This is what it's all about, though. The young quarterback. Let's see what he can do. On 2nd and 1, Roseman wide open. Jones again gets across midfield and is already up to the Carolina 45. So the urgency here won't really be an issue. We could still run the ball a couple times with Robert Penn. Although with the clock run off, that could make this go a little bit too quickly, the clock. So Roseman on 1st and 10, drops back, has time. And somehow Ingram comes away with this ball. Roseman again to the air, on the move, takes a shot deep. It's caught! Candidate spun down at the 2. We might score too quickly. What a play by Candidate. And now, touchdown, Robert Penn. Are we going for a speed run here or something? That was so fast. Maybe a minute came off the clock there. What a drive for Shadon Roseman. I gotta go back to that Candidate catch. That was unbelievable. Roseman is rolling to his right. He sees a 50-50 chance. Candidate here able to get away with a little push-off. That's not, that's not pass interference worthy. Nice play. Reese never turned around. They would never penalize him for that. Unless he were on the Detroit Lions, because then he'd always get penalized for that. I've never seen a call go Detroit's way in my life. What is key here is that the extra point put us up by 4. So Carolina has to drive all the way down the field again. They have around the same amount of time that we took to score. So here we go. I have been impressed by both quarterbacks today. Roseman gives us another lead. Can the defense protect it? Floyd Sheffield starting empty on 1st and 10. Over the middle to DJ Moore, who breaks the tackle. He's an unbelievable yards after the catch receiver. He picks up 8. Carolina holds on to their timeouts, and Sheffield has a completion out of bounds at the 38. 40 seconds left to go. Protection is solid. Sheffield gets past Ferris and slides down. That's where you got to use the timeout. And they do after some time runs off. So they still haven't gotten the CPU timeout stuff right. 2 left for Carolina to go 47 yards. Here's Sheffield taking a shot. It is intercepted! David Perkins will seal it for the Houston Texans. What a game here in Week 5. 2 great 3-1 teams with dominant front fours, and it's going to be David Perkins sealing it. 2 interceptions on the season, and Shadon Roseman, after completing an impressive fourth quarter comeback, can send Houston to 4-1. I love watching this team with Shadon Roseman. He is playing at such a high level already. Another game over 300 yards passing. And again, it was a slow start. So that's also been a theme of this season. 2 touchdowns, no picks. We haven't watched him throw an interception since the preseason, and both of those were on plays where he just got hit as he threw it. So we haven't seen like the bad decision interceptions yet. I thought Carolina battled pretty well in this game. Their offense certainly kept me nervous for most of the game. Candidate over 100 yards. Amari Jones was very solid. Good to see both of them play well today. And then Robert Bullard, yeah, that was tough. Right side had a tough day. Randy Wallace gave up 3 sacks in this game. I think those were all to Derek Brown. Eventually, we have to have an easier matchup in the D-line, right? We do have an injury coming out of this game. It is to Shaq Mason, a serious foot fracture. He is going to miss the next 9 weeks. And we're probably going to have to place him on injured reserve and open up a roster spot. This season has been a lot of fun to start. The Texans are 4-1. We started great last year, so I'm not going to get too excited yet, but our quarterback play has just been excellent. We have a chance to be really, really solid this year. We've got to keep this up. Roseman has 8 touchdowns to only 2 interceptions, 62% completion percentage, and this is facing defenses that have had so much talent. Robert Penn, 329 and 6. He's also had tough matchups and has done well to start the year. The ground game is way better than we're used to. Jermaine Candidate and George Ingram both have 315 yards receiving. Amari Jones at 205, Norwood 281. For sacks allowed, Bullard, he's had the tough matchups pretty much every week. Defensively, Jackson leads us in tackles, Reiner behind him. Allen Beverly and Cordell Hillhouse have been excellent. This whole D-line has been a lot of fun. And David Perkins, 2 big interceptions. That's where we're going to end this episode, everybody. Thank you for watching the Houston Texans rebuild franchise. Please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Let me know what you think of this season. And what do you think of our rookie quarterback, Shadon Roseman? He has played really well to this point. Next episode, we'll get to the trade deadline, and then we'll see what's next. But I'll see you all next time. Have a great day.